on a wintry mid-January night in East Kentwood on the left side of the state of Michigan. All the build-up, all the time of this tournament, we've seen winner after winner, star power after star power, but tonight, it's the finale, and they say the best for last, and they did here, Evan Stockton. Number 1 East Lansing against number 2 Rockford in the finale of the Gotta Get It Classic.
This is the game the entire state is watching tonight. It's snowing all over the place, so I'm sure a lot of you are like, you know, we're not going anywhere tonight. We're going to watch this basketball game. And a great matchup. You probably have heard of East Lansing, defending state champions, a lot of high-level D1 talent, and a team that's won 31 in a row. But I think the team that actually comes in with pressure, believe it or not, is Rockford, because a lot of people are talking about them. This is the west side of the state. They got a lot of people here, and Rockford wants to make a statement tonight. It's going to be fascinating to see the way this game goes, specifically early on and who gets the jump.
Rockford, a team that likes to score, likes high volumes of shots, a team that really wants to get up and down the court. Meanwhile, the other side of this is a team that really wants to slow it down. Maybe the best defense in the state, East Lansing, who's very stingy. Who's going to win that battle tonight?
Well, that's interesting, right? So traditionally, west side of state of Michigan teams, especially teams like Rockford, are very good fundamentally. But East Lansing has got that in spades. Ray Mitchell is easily one of the best coaches in the state. That is the matchup we'll be following all night long.
We have headliners. We have guys that are in line for Mr. Basketball. KJ Torbert for East Lansing, the Bowling Green commit, 24 points, 7 rebounds a game. Evan, he might just be the headliner and the leader right now for Mr. Basketball.
It's a steal for Bowling Green. Shout out to Tum Tum Nairn doing an awesome recruiting job to get KJ Torbert. Look, in today's age of collegiate sports, is he there forever? I don't know, but however long he's at Bowling Green, they're getting a steal.
We'll take a timeout. We're back with a tip and the starting lineups right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Chad Bush, Evan Stockton, Charlotte Turbrock standing by. Gotta Get It Classic. Number 1 versus number 2. We talked about East Lansing and their potency with KJ Torbert, KT Thomas, the Michigan State commit, and DQ Stewart in their win streak. But they'll take on a Rockford team that's feeling pretty good about themselves as well. And we'll get to the starters for Rockford in just a moment. But they have had their success as well. Rockford with their OT win, double OT against Brother Rice. Tell us about Rockford and the Rams and what we should expect.
So when you see the starting 5 for Rockford, what you'll see is, okay, you got the 2 Bascom brothers, but the guy who really makes it go for Rockford is Eli Wolf. And you may be thinking, what? He's the only guy in that lineup who's not named Bascom, who's not a senior starter. Well, Eli Wolf makes everything go for Rockford. As for East Lansing, as you touched on, yes, Torbert is the highlighter, but KT Thomas is an incredibly quick riser. His dad played at Michigan State. Kingston has been offered by Michigan State. And DQ Stewart as well. You know, Ray Mitchell, the head coach for East Lansing, said to us about DQ Stewart, number 32. He's so athletic, he doesn't even know all the stuff that he can do yet. I'm really fascinated to watch him, Chad.
No doubt. Well coached under the 8th-year man, Ray Mitchell, who led them to the state title last year. assisted by Michael Johnson and John Schweitzer. We touched on Rockford and what they can do. Another team on some kind of a roll, coming off the win over Byron Center back on Tuesday night, 9-0, double OT win against Brother Rice. Let's get a little deeper into Rockford and what we can expect from their starting five.
So a lot of people watching this game, they know about Jake Bascom, could be Mr. Basketball, committed to go play at Central Michigan. His brother Josh, by the end of it, no offense to Jake, probably going to be better. Josh Bascom is a really high-level player. But as we were just talking about, let's follow number 5, Eli Wolf, all night long. A guy who is battling through torn labrums in his hip. He doesn't feel 100%. He's going to get surgery after the year, but Rockford's trying to win a state title, so Eli's pushing through this thing. He makes everything go. First team All-League as a freshman last year, and Eli Wolf is from a basketballing family. His sister, Sienna, plays on the Rockford girls team, which makes the Final Four every single year, and she's going to play college hoops at Wofford. That's the thing about Rockford. We see it all the time with these great west side of Michigan teams. They got a couple really good guys and then a bunch of surrounding guys too.
Well coached by Kyle Clough in his 10th year, 31-3 the last 2 years under Clough for the Rams, assisted by B.J. Saunders, Lance Johnson, Joe Tralla, and Christian Greiner. We are underway. Rockford with a rock left to right in white. Right corner for Josh Bascom, the 10th grader, down low to brother Jake. Jake will try it the second time. No. Third time, will they get a crack? No, they won't. Stolen away, ripped away. That's KT Thomas, who throws ahead to Anthony. Pass down low is errant and will stay here. Ball out of bounds, baseline left.
We talked about this when we started the broadcast 10 minutes ago. What tone does the tank game early on? This place is packed, there's not an empty seat, and you can tell both these teams got to settle into the game. A nervy start, 30 seconds in.
38-1 the last 2 years is East Lansing. 67 points a game. This is one of their newer additions in Kellen Lott, who gives it up to Tyree Anthony, brother of Andrell Anthony, the former Michigan Wolverine. That's out of ball, baseline left. Turnover, Kellen Lott, thanks to the suffocating defense by the Rams.
East Lansing wins a lot of games because Torbert and Thomas are just flat more athletic than the other guys they face. They may be more athletic than Rockford's guys, but Rockford's guys are big.
First shot of the game for Eli Wolf is Splash City, 3-0 Rockford to get this game a-going. 1 minute in.
I'm telling you, if Rockford wins the state championship, it'll be because Eli Wolf. He is the X factor of all X factors.
CMU offer for the sophomore Eli Wolf, who played last year as a starter as a freshman. Thomas going to work, dumps it down right side, 3-ball lot, no good. Big boy rebound hauled in by Josh Bascom, the sophomore. Wolf.
If Kellen Lott is taking corner threes, East Lansing's going to have a long night. That is not the shot they want.
Corner three, Jake Bascom, no good. KT Thomas with a Michigan State offer and 16 points a game with a rebound all the way to the rack. That's DQ Stewart with a 6'6" hammer to wake up the East Lansing crowd.
Needed it. Just had to remind Rockford, hey, we're the most athletic team in the state.
Watch the shot quantity for Rockford. Again, an offense that wants to get shots up, but that's a tough shot against a very good East Lansing defense that gives up just over half 100 a game.
East Lansing won the state championship last year because they were just more flat athletic than everybody. When you got guys like DQ Stewart flying to the rim, and he's like the fourth headliner on the team. So this East Lansing team really just out-athletic everybody last year, and so far this year they've done it again.
They lost 8 seniors from a year ago. Defense first team. Lob down low in the post. It's well defended and knocked away. Chase Pitch caused it. He plays football as well. Bounce to the block, left-hand layup short, got his own miss, and got it through the second time. That's Jake Bascom, the senior, committed to Central Michigan.
And that's just all effort. That's now 2 different offensive rebounds for Bascom in this game, and we've played like 2.5 minutes.
Long corner right, that's KT Thomas, the junior, and one of the best juniors in the state, and the son of the former Spartan Thomas.
Already been offered by state. Sadie Washington's here tonight.
Short shot, got it from in close. That's Josh Bascom, the brother of the last guy that scored for the Rockford Rams. Whistle and a foul on the floor.
I got Dylan Gross there. I just love that last sequence by Josh Bascom. You know, it's crazy, right? You'd think the guy who's the heart and soul of a team, according to Rockford's coaching staff, would be a senior, maybe a junior. They said, no, it's Josh, and he's a sophomore.
Bright future. Into the game is Jace Opaku, the freshman, and wearing number 4. It's a young team. Freshman, sophomore in their top 6. Also into the game is Drew Ferwada, a kid who also plays receiver, and that's Splash City. High on the right, that's KJ Torbert, showing why he puts up 24 a game. Left wing answer, no good from Opaku, the freshman.
I need to force feed Torbert. He needs to touch the ball more.
There it is. You ask, you got it. And the result is the same as the last time. Splash City for the Mr. Basketball leading candidate, KJ Torbert.
There's a lot of talented high school hoops players in this state. KJ Torbert may be the very best right now. 2 shots, 2 makes. If East Lansing wins, he's going to be the reason why.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Trojans by a field goal, 4.5 to go in the first. Number 1 versus number 2 in a sold-out gym at East Kentwood High School. Glad you're with us for the Gotta Get It Classic. He's Evan Stockton. My name's Chad Bush. Charlotte Turbrock standing by on the sidelines. Opaku to the post. Bascom with a dirty post move that finishes Tim Duncan-esque.
We talk about the athleticism for East Lansing all the time, but the length is there for Rockford. That time Jake Bascom scored because he's just flat longer and taller than anyone East Lansing can throw at him.
Thomas attacks, cut off in the mid-post. Creatively gets around for Wada, but to no avail. Good wallop by Drew, other way laying good. That's Eli Wolf, the sophomore.
And a masterful timeout by Rockford's coaching staff after Torbert hit the back-to-back bombs. You could feel the juice in this big sold-out gym going East Lansing's way. Call the timeout, let's get settled down. Rockford leads.
East Lansing's last loss was on the 21st of December. In 2025, it was to Muskegon, a team that's already played in this Gotta Get It Classic and knocked off Wayne Memorial. Dribble drive, kick, corner, 3-ball Lott, Splash City. Kellen Lott, the 5'11 senior, and a great addition to this club.
Yeah, he's a guy who Ray Mitchell admits, look, I'm tough on my point guards. I've been riding him a lot. These games start to pay off all that hard coaching.
You bet. Iron sharpens iron, and East Lansing's played a tough schedule as well. Playing Brother Rice and King and Sexton and Waverly. KT Thomas counted in the gravy. And a flex and a stare into the Rockford student section. KT Torbert with a hoop in the arm. Give him 8, Evan Stockton.
Look, if you're Drew and you're going to foul him, you foul him, man. You got to tackle him. Because if you just kind of breathe on him, he's going to score. And that's the type of play that it could count for 2, maybe 3, but KJ's momentum builds and builds. And all of a sudden, he's dunking in your face, and East Lansing's up by 17 points. You're going to foul him? Foul him.
Bowling Green commit, quite the steal. 9 points have come by way of the senior captain, KJ Torbert. Bascom to the corner. Chase pitch back to the top side to the freshman, Opaku. Dribble drive, banker, no. That's a block. The freshman got the call against the veteran Lott.
All right, so they get Tyree Anthony here. That's tough. That's the wrong call. They signaled 4, but the foul should probably be on 10, Kellen Lott, Chad, as you said. Anywho, this freshman at the line, we've already seen one really good freshman for Brother Rice today. I don't know if Jace is quite to Jordan's level, but this is another very talented guy that Rockford's got at the free throw line.
Sure is. We also saw a talented freshman in Lambers for Muskegon, the G of the game. He put up 19. It's been freshman frenzy all over the state of Michigan with all the talent. 3-point game, 1-possession game, just as we expected. Dump down DQ, delightful. And it's back to a 5-point lead for the Trojans.
All set up by Torbert. They're sucking to him defensively.
Right wing freshman 3. And a salute from the rookie, Jace Opaku. Part of the youth movement for the Rams. The answer for Torbert, no. Lott and Bascom battle along with DQ. Bascom, the sophomore, wins it. Again, the rookie from the corner. Yes!
Stand up, freshman. Stand up, Rockford. What a couple of responses. What a first quarter.
1-point Ram lead. Thomas out to a wide open Trojan, in and out, no good. Off the hot hand of Tyree Anthony. Picked off, showtime disrupted by Chase Pitch, but it was a 2-on-1 that was about to get a little wild.
That was a foul. Rockford doesn't think it was, but this is a foul. But this pass has got to go now. As soon as you wait the extra second, KJ Torbert is alone. That's a dunk. You got to get it to him an extra second before. You waited too long, and now you got to inbound the ball.
Carter Drolema will check out. Back in is Bascom. Left wing, KT3, Big boy rebound by Eli Wolf, the 6'1 sophomore. Bascom spins, kicks, left wing, southpaw 3. That's off and on top of the board, ball out of bounds.
It's okay, though. That's the shot you want. Open shot, you missed it. So what? You're going to have more shots like that in this game if you're Eli Wolf.
Game 4 of the GottaGetIt Classic. Game 1 was Brother Rice knocking off Grand Rapids Northview 59-52. Game 2, it was Muskegon knocking off Wayne Memorial. And then East Kentwood knocked off King 52-40 in Game 3. Right wing Lott for 3, Bascom sophomore with a rebound. KT Thomas with an interception. 4-on-1 developing, lob play. Torbert tears it down and raises the roof.
That's why you get him the ball quick, because that dude is a walking highlight. Hello.
KJ Torbert already with 11 to lead the building. And they're flapping in Falcon land for Bowling Green. Not just here at East Kentwood, both home of the Falcons. Final 15 seconds of this quarter. Back and forth we've gone in the final couple minutes. 5 seconds, drive, Bascom, no. Will there be a second chance? 2 seconds, 1. Wolf at the horn! Count it! Eli Wolf to give the Rams the 1-point lead to the second, Evan.
For anyone who doesn't think these are the top 2 high school basketball teams in Michigan, please find me other better teams, because that first quarter was electric. The next time these two could play is in the state championship game. I sure hope we get a rematch in March. This is awesome.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Today's game is proudly sponsored by Miller Johnson Attorneys. That's where the growth of Michigan is at and the core of their practice. Today's matchup also sponsored by Taylor's Home Care Service, proudly serving individuals with physical and mental disabilities in West Michigan since 2012. The mission of Taylor's Home Care Services is to promote a comfortable place for growth. Another gotta get it moment. Pepino's South Grill location, looking for the ultimate game day hangout. Head to Pepino's South. Happy hour, Monday through Friday, 3 to 6, 10 to close. Daily food and drink specials and over 55 large screen TVs, so you never miss a play. Pepino's South, your home for food, drinks, and sports. Chad Bush and Evan Stockton back with you. The Gotta Get It Classic. We enter the second, and it's been what it's been built up to, Evan Stockton, a 1-point Ram lead.
I've been very impressed as we get an offensive foul on East Lansing. In that first quarter, right? East Lansing's won 31 games in a row. They're the defending state champs. But Rockford has weathered the storm. We've already got a couple of big dunks from East Lansing. KJ Torbert's going nuts. And Rockford has weathered the storm. They have showed championship medals so far in this game.
They sure have. It's a team that's already had some big wins this year, both teams. Banker's too strong. Bascom tries to save it, but KJ Torbert comes away with it. Torbert working against the freshman Opaku. Now Kellen Lott against Gross. Back out to Stewart. Torbert from Toledo. Bang.
I wish you could hear the people in a row behind us. As soon as KJ let that go, they went, "Oh my God!" That was a long one, and that was a darn good one.
14 for Torbert. He averages 24. Josh Bascom in the paint. Banker good by Bascom. This is a guy that has already been offered by Central Michigan, just like his brother who's committed.
Big win today for Central Michigan, by the way. Got the first MAC win in the new coaching staff era.
Fire up Chips. Torbert, who's committed to Bowling Green, will be a rival in college of Bascom. Right wing three down. That's Kingston KT Thomas, the 6'5" junior shooting guard, committed to Michigan State.
That's why he's so highly valued at the next level.
Opaku, that's short. Bascom's got his back. That's Jake Bascom on the bucket. Give him 6 points to go with 4 rebounds.
That's not just a problem tonight for East Lansing. If you're zooming out, this could be a problem for them as they try to win back-to-back state championships. They don't have as much flat size as Rockford does. Jake Bascom is eating inside on offensive rebounds.
33-game win streak for the Trojans. In the paint, how about KT Thomas? Hot knife through butter from the elbow to the block with a reverse.
And he could do that because he made that outside shot 2 possessions beforehand. So they got to respect your shot. All of a sudden, you can drive in.
Thomas was 7. Shot rejected and altered from Wolf. Thomas the other way. Son of David Thomas, who played on those Michigan State great teams in the early 2000s. Shooter's touch for Kellen with an O. Lott.
No sign of a timeout yet here for Rockford. In a similar scenario in the first quarter, they called timeout. They don't score here, and East Lansing scores again. I think you got to call timeout.
Lots of football wide receiver. Backdoor cut, laying good. That's from Chase Pitch. Eli Wolf brings it home. He has 9, and he's the high scorer for the Rams of Rockford.
Ray Mitchell's going to hate that. That was a lost assignment. They just completely forgot about Eli Wolf on the old backdoor cut along the baseline.
Torbert against a pesky freshman. Not scared in Opaku. Right corner kick. Torbert cans it again. KJ.
This is why I think he's a high-level player. This gym's packed. This is a big game, and he is showing out. Here we go.
Thomas Hammer. KT Thomas goes up and throws it in. A hard fall. And East Lansing with their largest lead, Evan, a 7, forces a timeout.
It's a danger spot here for Rockford. We're about to learn a lot about these guys the final 4 minutes and change of the first half. This is where a lot of teams wither against East Lansing. They're showing off their athleticism, they're throwing it down, they're making noise. Rockford's already battled back multiple times in this first half. This is the biggest punch thrown by the defending state champions so far in this game.
You take a look at Robert Ray Mitchell in his 8th year, coming off that state title a season ago. Coaching his alma mater, a 92 grad of East Lansing. He went to Eastern Michigan and played ball, went on to Henderson University. He coached at Lansing Sexton. He was an assistant coach at Sexton under Carlton Valentine. And he credits Coach Valentine and learning under him as one of his mentors, and was a big part of what they did. He coached Drew Valentine in high school and in AAU, and he led them to a state title last year, their first in school history. And he's really a guy that's paid his dues. He's one of the good ones, Ray Mitchell.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see how much pride he has, not just in coaching his alma mater, but it's a guy who's been around the Capital Region for a long time, and he is fiercely proud of that basketball they've got in the middle of our great state of Michigan. We talk about Metro Detroit, we talk about West Side a lot, but the Capital Region's had a big couple of years.
They've had big wins already this year against Brother Rice, against Detroit King, against Roseville, all from the Detroit area, and then also local teams, Sexton and Waverly, the next top competition in the area. Ball was taken away by Kellen Lott. He wanted to give it away, but kept it back. Torbert for 3 again. Heels out, no. And the rebound pulled in by Pitch and the Rams. Wolf back to the left point. This is Drew Ferwada, who we saw in the football season at wide receiver and safety. No good for Bascom Jacob. Lot to Thomas. Had it rejected by Ferwada. 5-on-4 the other way. Bascom to the hole. Powers his way up, no. Ferwada with the offensive glass and stick back. That's Drew Ferwada off the bench, the 6'6 junior multi-sport player.
That is a gigantic sequence. That's like a 6-point sequence, all because of Drew's effort on both ends. Wow.
There's a whistle and a timeout. We'll take it with them, just under 3 to go. A dandy has promised a 5-point Trojan lead, and their 33-game win streak in jeopardy tonight in the Gotta Get It Classic.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And back. We'll put some paws on it. So we were having a lot of fun, pitching it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Kyle Clough, the head coach in his 10th year, and what a great job he's done. He's a guy that went to U of M Flint, teacher at Rockford as well, and a regional final appearance against Corunna in 2010. 10th year as the head coach, a guy that played at the Breslin Center and now trying to get Rockford back to the promised land. He's done a fabulous job. Last year, 22-3 under Clough. As East Lansing tries to set this offense up against Rockford. Known for the offense, but look, the defense has been stout tonight, and it's been solid all year, Evan.
It certainly has, and let's watch how both teams attack this. There is no shot clock at the Gotta Get It Classic this year. East Lansing being patient here.
It's a good point. In years past, there was a shot clock here. Allowed to do that in some tournaments. Thomas runs the baseline, bounces it back to DQ, and Stewart quenches again. 7-point lead for the Trojans. This is their largest.
I don't know if they keep dunk stats, but they should, because East Lansing the last couple of years has to triple the field. Half their baskets are dunks.
Floater for Wada. He's been a blessing off the bench for Clough and the Rams as the lead is cut back to 5. with 100 seconds left. Q Stewart, and DQ's too strong with that one. Wolf on the push. Up to Bascom, up left wing, chase pitch for 3. That's long, and a push off by Dylan Gross underneath, and he got caught. Randy Henry saw that one.
All right, we're going to get Jake Bascom back into the game. I think these officials have done a really nice job, by the way. This is a packed gym. It is a hot gym. It is a loud gym. What the heck happened there?
I don't know. It's a giveaway, and Wolf will get it back from Opaku. And a helter-skelter sequence, and it's going to end in a lot foul. It'll be a block. Lewis Brown said so. And another look at the wild sequence.
Okay, so they're going to get a foul out of this, but the real start to the sequence was KJ Torbert just dropping the ball in the inbound. I don't know if he somehow lost it in the lights. He wasn't paying attention. He never makes mistakes like that. That was weird.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see if we can get another look at that. Inbound left block, beautiful ball entry pass out to Wolf, and the show and go is a travel. Thanks to the hard close by Thomas.
Well, you said it, hard close here, but Eli's got to shoot it now. As soon as you wait, as soon as you think, you stink. And that's what coach is going to tell him. As soon as you get the ball, shoot it.
I like that. Who taught you that one?
I don't know. I don't know.
You got to give props. That's a really good one.
I think that was a Tom Mack. I think you stink.
All right. There's a steal by Bascom. He took it away from Thomas. The freshman, can he do another ball entry like that? Ooh, slipped on the floor, put it up, and scored it anyway. That's the talented freshman getting Division I looks, Jace Opaku.
Even if Rockford loses this game, they're learning when their season's on the line, they can count on Jace.
He's got 10. Count that, baby, and the foul. Kingston Thomas again. They call him KT if you're in the click. He averages 16 a game, and he does it in many ways.
I mean, that was so beautiful. Chad had to pull out a little George Blaha there. Count that baby in a foul.
Darn right I did.
Oh, I wish it was 1:46 to go in the quarter, not 46 seconds to go in the quarter. Stone's at home today against the Clippers, by the way.
How about it? Big day for Tolu Smith already for the Pistons, the two-wayer. There you see the schedule of what's been had already. Brother Rice in the books with a win. Muskegon with a win. East Kentwood, the home team, with a win. And a whistle on the floor before this thing gets rolling. And Kyle Clough putting out his palms and hands and saying, what's going on? Look at the Rockford crowd down here, Evan.
That guy's going to pull his shirt down. I'm sorry.
Nah, a little dad bod belly.
There's nothing wrong with it. You just got to know your limits. I mean.
Well, okay.
I speak with love. I wouldn't wear my shirt like that. I'm in no condition to do so.
Rob Hunter would never wear his shirt like that, and if he did, you'd see nothing but stone right there.
My God. It's too hot in this gym. We're getting off the rails already. I think they forgot to start the clock, because that's what the officials are over there talking about.
Well,
and they also got to fix the score. They had it at 38-33 East Lansing. Now they've added a point. So 39-33 officially East Lansing.
All right.
Oh, maybe not. Now they just changed it back to 38. Okay.
Here's Thomas Kelly, assistant coach for Michigan State. And he's here looking at one of his guys that he's already got committed in Kingston Thomas. And certainly more. Can never feel secure if KJ Torbert is in your lap right now, because the last man standing for Michigan State might have a say before that's all said and done. Thomas Kelly in the house, not saying that's going to happen, but when your father is Kelvin Torbert, who played at Michigan State for Tom Izzo, there's a chance of that.
Absolutely.
40 seconds left until the break. Bascom bullies his way up, glasses it. That's no good, but he drew the foul, and the foul is on Henry Peck. That's his first.
We've already talked about how they say Josh Bascom's their heart and soul. When you look at their stats, you got Jake Bascom with 6. Most of his work has been done inside. Eli Wolf's got the 9. Jace Opaku has been excellent with the 10. Rockford needs a little more from Josh. I know he's a sophomore, but he's really talented. This is a moment for number 12 in black and orange and white to step up. They are in this fight, but to win, they need a little more. A little more.
There's some help from Bascom, bro. He's got 6 and 5 now. 34 seconds left. East Lansing right to left. It's a 4-point Trojan lead.
Heads up.
Throw ahead, and don't worry, Torbert's got your back.
I forgot he's so athletic.
I was
here. I was ready to go. It was coming right from my face.
The Hunt man was here to help as well.
Oh,
he
reached over to the right.
Yeah, he's a protector now.
Oh, he's the best.
KJ Torbert has it high on the right. We'll talk to his father, Kelvin Torbert, at the break. Thomas to the corner. A show and go pull up. Jay Anthony at the horn, and he got it. Tyree Anthony, the 10th grader, buries one to give the Trojans a 6-point lead.
That's what makes excellent sports teams. KJ Torbert has been great again. KT Thomas, good. DQ Stewart's throwing down dunks. But when you get a guy, Tyree Anthony, who's barely touched the ball tonight, to get a buzzer-beating shot to give you a larger lead at halftime, that's why East Lansing's so good. You got to beat them, you got to kill them. 31 wins in a row for these guys. They haven't lost since the final week of December in 2024, Chad. And you'd have to think Ray Mitchell is feeling good about where his team's at right now.
Charlotte Turbrock is standing by with the head coach of the reigning state champions. Here he is. Let's go down to Charlotte, standing by with Ray Mitchell.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, tight game, back and forth the whole time. What do you want to see from them to break away from that?
Well, they're killing us on the backboard. We have to do a better job rebounding. They have too many offensive rebounds, and we just got to stay in front defensively. We have to understand who we're guarding and close out properly.
What do you want the message to be to set them apart, to keep their heads in the game?
Just relax and try to execute offensively. Recognize what they're in defensively. They're switching some things up. Just pull it out. Let's just set and just run our show.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back to you guys.
All right, there you go, Charlotte. Thank you very much. That's Ray Mitchell. Words of advice. First half is in the books. 6-point lead. Stick around. Charlotte will speak with another Torbert, who's done some great winning in his day, and Flint and also Michigan State. Back with more from the Gotta Get It Classic right after this.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Parents Changing Spaces is a locally owned, free senior living referral and placement service. They help families who have loved ones that can no longer independently care for themselves find a place to live. They work with families across Southeast Michigan to find all types of senior housing, including assisted living, memory care, and residential care homes. In addition, if your loved one is in need of some assistance but not yet ready to make a move, they can provide guidance and resources for in-care home givers, physical and occupational therapy, transportation, and much more. Parents Changing Spaces service is complimentary and of no charge to you. Give them a call today, 844-772-7368, to learn how they can help your family.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the GGI Classic. I am Charlotte Turbrack here with Kelvin Torbert. Kelvin, you grew up in Flint. You're a Michigan State player and grad. How was growing up in the Michigan environment help shape you as a player?
I think it helped me out a lot. I mean, being younger and being around the guys like the championship team, like Mateen and Morris and all those guys, so that got me to working harder and having a different type of mindset of when I came out on the court. I mean, growing up behind those guys, they taught me to always go out there and put my all out.
Being so successful so young, what kept you grounded when you were at Michigan State?
I mean, I think the hardest thing was I had a dad that was pretty honest with me. You know, he never gave me, let me get too high, get too low. He always said there's going to be a lot of ups and downs in life, so always keep an even keel about yourself no matter what it is.
You talked about your father. Now your son is very successful at East Lansing. We see him out here tonight playing very well. What advice do you give him that you wish you may have had at the time?
Basically for him to just keep working hard and just always push and be more of a leader. Never be a follower, always lead a lot more. And just basically trying to teach him the things I never knew when I was coming up, and teach him the ropes of it and going hard and the ins and outs of this basketball game.
Now stepping away from basketball, you work with UWM, Matt Ishbia. How has basketball and Michigan State helped that path leading into UWM?
I mean, it's basically a whole family atmosphere with that. I mean, it came from me playing with Matt being a senior, I'm being a freshman, us being roommates on the road and things like that, and we all just build a bond. I think we all have a large group chat where there's 30 of us that still talk to each other. So, like they always, Michigan State sells that family atmosphere. It's really that, and it's a lot of us that still talk and stick together.
Lastly, what message do you want to send to the people about whether if they have kids growing up or just, and anything?
I mean, basically go about it your way. I mean, you learn and you've grown. Once you become adult, you know a lot of things more than your kids. So always, don't matter what people say, grow up, teach your kids the way you learned, and teach them the way you are. Don't have to worry about outside people. As long as you're happy with the way your kids are growing up and what they're learning and how they're doing, that's the best thing for you.
Well, thank you for joining me today. Stay tuned. We will be right back with the GGI Classic.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
GottaGetIt is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
covering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Trojans leading by 6. Charlotte Turbrock is standing by with Ram head coach Kyle Clough.
Thanks, Chad. Coach, your team is shooting just over 50%. Tight game, high energy, very fast paced. What was the message to them?
Yeah, we're doing some good things offensively. We got to buckle down defensively. Give them some credit for that. They made some really tough shots. They're a great team. It's going to be a really hard game for us to get stops. We just got to find the inches there. And then offensively, we got to keep the pace on them. Part of our plan was that we just got to try to wear them down. They play 6 guys. We got to get to the bench, and we got to hope that we can get down to that last 4 minutes and have a chance to win here. Yeah, our guys are winners. They're here. They're ready. They know they can stay in this thing and get a win, so they didn't need a whole lot of talk there.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, Charlotte. There you heard from Kyle Clough, the head coach in his 10th year. Some highlights of the first half. And, Evan, your thoughts on the first 16 minutes?
So my thoughts are the first 4 minutes of the second half will tell you everything you need to know. East Lansing's up by 4, up by 6. But what happens in games like this is they hit you in waves. They start hitting threes. They start getting dunks. So 6 points is a danger spot. You blink your eyes and all of a sudden East Lansing can get up by 14, 15 points. Coach just told us for Rockford, hey, guys will be fine. But I need to see how they start the half because East Lansing and Ray Mitchell, they're coming into this half going, boys, let's blitz them. Let's get up by 15 points and really make this a tough comeback road.
All right, he's Evan Stockton. My name is Chad Bush. Second half of the final game of the Gotta Get It Classic is upon us. Rockford, who trails by 6 to the defending state champs, has the basketball. Right wing 3 on the way. Heel out, no. Tip right back to the guy who took the shot. And it's a reset for Dylan Gross. And the Rams, second chance, no. Third chance. Wolf will feed it back to pitch and out of the corner. Back to the block to Bascom. Power layup, good over Stewart, and the D1 move.
What did Ray Mitchell tell Charlotte at halftime? I'm concerned with the offensive rebounds. Rockford is killing us. Well, they just scored because they got 2 offensive rebounds on that trip.
7 offensive rebounds in totality, and it has burned the Trojans. Still up by 4, though, with a minute gone by in this second half. Torbert, who had a big first half, with 16 points to lead the building. Gives it up to Stewart, Euro step, lay in, no. Blocked by Bascom, but a foul after the block attempt with a body, I believe.
Coach is upset here. Yeah, so he puts up the shot. I mean, he got crushed. That's a foul. I think that's a good call.
Fouls on Josh Bascom, the 10th grader. DQ Stewart, line right, misses the first. This is DeQuarius DQ Stewart, the 6'6" senior. Very athletic and skilled big, a smart kid. Really a late bloomer that's got a chance at Division II, Division I, has some options. He's uncommitted. A really nice guy that needs to get a little meaner on the court, according to his coach. Wolf between the legs. Now the setup to the paint and a whistle and a foul on East Lansing.
East Lansing foul, 32, DQ Stewart is first.
They'll get Stewart, that's just his first. Rockford, out of bounds play. Pull up, 12-footer, heel out, no, and no second chance. Thanks to Anthony.
Pretty good setup there, but Dylan Gross doesn't look confident shooting right now.
No, he doesn't. Gross so far in this game, just a couple of attempts. Contact in the paint as Thomas was twirling. And they're going to get Bascom.
That's huge. That's his third. Okay, so Rockford wants travel I don't think that's a travel. I didn't think he kept that foot. That's a real tough break for Rockford. They're going to have to bring Josh Bascom out of the game with those 3.
So Bascom sits. They'll check in Drew Ferwada, who had some quality minutes off the bench for the Rams. As Torbert sets it up. KJ Torbert. Back to Lott, and we got a check, and it's going to go on Gross. And the Rockford faithful letting them have it in East Kentwood.
And I love it, but these are fouls, guys. I mean, that's a foul. I get it, but this is the side effect of playing defense like this. That's foul.
Yeah. Shot, short range, DQ, and a little DQ dunk in off the glass. And the Trojans bump it back up to 7.
That's what I'm saying. Big couple of minutes here. Rockford cannot let East Lansing get any more airspace than this.
They want their postman. The chip commit back out to Ferwada. Ferwada against Anthony. Back to Bascom in the post. Kisser no good. Great wallop by Stewart. KJ on the run. Floater up. Picked off by Bascom. Ahead to Wolf up the left sideline. And he clears with numbers and is reached in and fouled by Anthony.
Really smart play on that last defensive stand for Rockford. Jake Bascom here, he knows East Lansing in these settings blows people away. And I love the confidence that KJ plays. Shout out to his dad, by the way, for joining us at halftime.
Kelvin, no doubt.
That lob wasn't going to happen. We need a bounce pass there. We need a drive to the basket if you're KJ. That was getting too cute.
2 long, lean, athletic teams, and that one is off of Rockford. How about the defense by KJ, showing that other side of his game that's so impressive to go with the gaudy offensive numbers?
Oh, that was outstanding. That was really well done by KJ. And now this is a big offensive set for East Lansing. They need to take advantage of a position like this.
Torbert, that gym rat, loves the game of basketball, shows up every day, hard worker, consistent, hates to lose. And how about that 3 as KJ Torbert continues to be red hot in East Kentwood.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games.
19 for Torbert. Bascom, bouncer, off the glass, good. That's Jacob Bascom with a bucket. He has 10 to go with 7 boards.
I will say, though, we're getting to the part of the game where Rockford, they can't afford to go bucket for much longer. They may have to start going a double on KJ and just have to hope that Kingston Thomas doesn't pick up the slack.
Anthony back to Torbert on center circle. Home of East Kentwood High School. The GottaGetIt Classic in its 6th year, and this might be their best. The 4-game slate. Lott gives it up to Thomas for 3. That's short and out of bounds. And a rare off look for Thomas, who's going to hear it from the Rockford faithful that have made the trip.
That's what I'm saying. Rockford coaching staff here, they start flashing doubles, which means someone's going to be open. Kingston was wide open. I suppose you live with that shot. Off his hand, it looked like it was going in. It just weirdly ended up short.
It's a mainly man-to-man East Lansing defense. Wolf with a crafty pass to Bascom, who's 2-time. Wheels his way in. Hook shot up and good. Fire up chips.
He's really good. He is a mismatch because he's one of those dudes. He's 6'6", but looks bigger.
Turnover down low. Bascom with pressure, and East Lansing getting a dose of their own medicine as Thomas is frustrated as we look at Bascom on the offensive end.
You can be big, but you have to be coordinated.
Right wing 3, Splash City. That's Wolf, and the Rams are howling in East Kentwood.
We are learning so much tonight about Rockford. Are these guys really a contender? Are they really that good? Well, they're taking the best shot from the defending state champs, who's won 31 in a row, and they're not blinking. I am remarkably impressed by Rockford so far tonight.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And back. We'll put some claws on it. So we were having a lot of fun, pitching it off to each other. Dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Chad and Evan back with you. The Rockford Rams 9-0 and looking to get to 10-0 and knock off number 1. They've been a solid program, 2,500 strong, co-ed out of the OK Red regional semifinals. They lost to Flint Carman Ainsworth last year in OT, state title in 2003, and Michael Riddell, one of their prized alums in basketball. The Rams have cut it to 3, Evan. What do they have to do to get back even with this East Lansing club?
I think they have to do what they did on the last defensive possession. They got to start doubling guys, showing pressure, and make other men meet you, not named Torbert.
Gross with the ball pressure, and it forces a turnover on the baseline. Ferwada with that long close on the baseline, and he used it as his friend, as you're supposed to.
Well, I mean, what's happened on these last couple of possessions is Rockford has changed the defensive strategy. KJ Torbert's not touching the ball, and that's a win if you're Rockford. If 2's not touching the ball, we got a really good chance of getting a stop.
8 turnovers for the defending state champ Trojans. Bascom backdoor. Gross off his foot, back to Ferwada, corner 3, Gross, rim off, no. And an offensive reset thanks to the tap back by Bascom, steal by Thomas, KJ Torbert got it to fall in.
He's lucky. He should have laid that in, and he knows it. He's smiling.
Break by Opaku, kick to the corner, another 3 from Gross, and another offensive rebound, and we'll stay here as Opaku, the freshman who's been impressive offensively, gets a hustle play here.
He's been really good in this game. Freshman's given them 10 big points. And I love watching both these coaches at a game like this. High quality coaches who know that we're gonna need a late call, so let's keep talking to those officials so maybe they give us the call in the final 2 minutes.
Hop, skip, jump by the freshman. And Randy Henry saw enough. 7th turnover of the game, make it the 10th for the Rams.
Chase in, Dylan not in.
Dylan Gross will check out, and they'll return with pitch. There you see Ray Mitchell led this club to a state title. Down the avenue, DQ Stewart, no. Got his own miss, puts it back, no. Pat in his stats on the offensive glass, perhaps. 3rd time a charm. He'll go line right, though, and have to earn them with the clock frozen.
Hey, Ray Mitchell's thing at halftime was we're getting killed on the offensive glass. We need more of that from us. And that is a really, really good effort by Stewart, who's having a really good night tonight, Chad. Been impressed both ends.
It's been really good. Stewart, 9 points in this game. A couple of dunks. Again, a late bloomer, a guy that has a chance to play at the next level for sure. Guy that got stronger, but he's got the fundamentals to do great things. Smart, high IQ kid. And he sticks the second, splits the pair. 6-point lead for the Trojans. 2:20 left in the 3rd. Trojans shooting 63% from the floor. Freshman 3 no good. Torbert with a big boy rebound. His 3rd of the game. This is Peck.
This is where Rockford really misses Josh Bascom, who is on the floor with 3 fouls. They're forced to bring him in because they need another scoring punch, but he can't quite be as aggressive as he wants because he's got those 3 fouls. This is a risky move.
We'll see how it plays out. Down to the right block, and Thomas lays it in after he loses the defender. Chase pitch. Got the mismatch they wanted and took advantage. Wolf turns the corner. The sophomore dumps it down to Thomas Kelly, who no longer has eligibility.
That was getting too cute. Eli gets down there and he throws a 97-mile-per-hour fastball high and wide. Little lob, no reason for that. Nothing wrong with the changeup.
Ferwada checks out. Bascom checks in. Josh Bascom, the sophomore. Trojans up by 8. Largest lead of the game. It's a larger lead than most when you're playing against the Trojans in this defense. There's a blitz and a steal. Bascom knocked it away. 4-on-3 developing. Right wing pull-up three. Gross, no, out of bounds, and will go the other way. Off of the fingertips, I believe, of Josh Bascom.
You know, Dylan Gross has made high-level shots this year. He hit that game-winning three-pointer to beat Rice in double overtime, but something about tonight. He can't make one right now. He can't buy one.
Sorry, partner. Rockford getting beat badly at the three-point line. Just 25%, 4 of 16. Meanwhile, East Lansing, 6 of 13. Make it 7 of 14. A cool 50% from downtown. Torbert with 24 has matched with season average with under a minute to go in the 30s. Lansing up by 11. This is their largest lead.
I mean, he's got to be Mr. Basketball. This is the biggest game of the year, and the guy cannot miss. This is a outstanding performance from KJ Torbert.
Rockford will get one more run at it, and they'll set it up with Dylan Gross. Rockford with a hellacious 10-day stretch ahead of them. After East Lansing, it's East Kentwood on Tuesday, it's Hudsonville on Friday, and it's Granville on the 20th. No rest for the wicked and weary as Lott double dribbles in front of his own bench.
Let's see if Rockford can get a clean look here. As we said, huge third quarter. Well, East Lansing's won it. Did they get a good look?
3 seconds, 2, now 1, and now Wolf at the horn. 15-footer, it's good. Count it. So Eli Wolf does get this game within single digits at the horn.
That's gigantic. East Lansing just gave him 2 points. There was absolutely no reason Rockford should have had the final shot of that quarter. They did and took advantage. That's a huge sequence.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Trojans take a 9-point lead to the fourth. But before we get to the start of the fourth, Charlotte Turbrock is standing by with a story. Charlotte, what do you got?
Thanks, Chad. The other day when we were talking to Coach Mitchell on the Zoom, he mentioned about number 3, Henry Peck, an accident, but wouldn't tell us quite what. So last night I had a phone call with him. He let me know that he was on his way to a football playoff game when he got in a rollover accident on a country road. He suffered spinal fractures and bone bruises, but he is alive this day. He said that it set him back. He came back maybe a little bit quicker than he should have, but the accident taught him more than anything to never give up and to be patient. Patience is the key, and he said it has shaped him more as a person than as a player. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Charlotte. Really appreciate that. Thankful that Henry Peck, the 6th man on this team, is healthy. Left hand laying good. That's KT Thomas, who gets the bucket and bumps us back up to 11, Evan.
Yeah, they got those 2 points back they gave up at the end of the quarter.
Banker no good, stick back's good. Brothers got his back. Brother Bascom's tag team for 2.
I mean, imagine how many extra points Rockford's had.
Lob play, Stewart from Torbert in poetic fashion.
That's what they do. They get up, they dunk, and they make 2 points feel like 20.
4th assist for Torbert. Down low, the Rams lose it and steal it back with Eli Wolf, who lays it in after he ripped Anthony. And Wolf now has 14 points.
That play was so awesome. Eli Wolf with like Spider-Man reflexes. I don't know how he tipped that thing, but he did.
Wolf has tied Jake Bascom for the team high in points with 14. Meanwhile, Thomas is pestered by Gross and wants timeout. We'll keep it right here.
It is
with a 9-point Trojan lead, trying to win their 34th in a row, dating all the way back to the 21st of last year. And Ray Mitchell's Trojans have been fabulous in this game.
You know, they really have. And this will be a story ongoing with East Lansing, trying to keep that win streak going. Chad, they got a lot of pressure on them.
They sure do. Well, let's thank our sponsors, Superior Asphalt Incorporated, your local West Michigan paving constructor since 1983, specializing in new construction, asphalt maintenance, and repair. Atlantic Fish, known for its quality offerings and versatile dining experience. Atlantic Fish Market represents the best of West Michigan seafood selection. They offer a wide variety of fresh seafood featuring over 20 different cuts of fish. Gotta Get It, nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. Gotta Get It facilitates programs and coordinates projects that provide opportunities for both youth and adults across the state of Michigan, including Genesee, Kalamazoo, and Kent counties. Welcome back. Chad Bush, Evan Stockton with you. Charlotte Turbrock on the sidelines. 6:30 to go, Evan. East Lansing in control by 9.
Yeah, now we see how they attack it, right? With the no shot clock, this is where it's tough because you want to kill clock, but you also don't want to get too stagnant.
Underneath, reverse lay-in good. Kelvin Torbert Jr. has scored in so many ways. That's another creative way to do it. Torbert with 26, shot short, no good. Torbert says, give me that candy.
And that last basket he made, it lives up to Ray Mitchell telling us he's a gym rat. That's the type of shot you practice when you're alone in the gym.
You bet. That's a foul down low after Torbert attacked 10 once again. That'll be on Ferweda. And here's KJ attacking.
So impressive. I mean, look, we've been fortunate to watch KJ Torbert play before, but as you alluded to, Chad, everyone assumes this East Lansing team is basically running it back from last year. They're not. They lost Brian Wyndham. They lost Jace Branson. They lost Cam Hudson.
Yeah, they're
Cam
big
Hudson,
three.
yeah, Cam Hudson playing Division I hoops at St. Louis right now. I mean, this is a team that, yeah, they got pieces back, but, yeah, they needed a guy to really grab the reins of the ship and say, follow me, boys. And KJ Torbert in a game where Rockford, for the most part, has played well. They've frustrated East Lansing. They've made plays. They've battled back again and again and again. KJ Torbert is just getting East Lansing to the finish line tonight.
He really has. And he lit up East Lansing when he was a freshman, when he was at Okemos. And that was something that noticed. Parents split up. Mom moved to East Lansing, and lo and behold, he moved to East Lansing High School. And it's been a great story since. KJ Torbert, the leading candidate for Mr. Basketball. The Wolford Family Fund, we thank, is one of our sponsors, the Wolford Family Donor Fund. And we thank the Wolford family for all their contributions to the Gotta Get It Classic. Torbert knocks down a couple, give him 28 points in this game for the Bowling Green commit. He puts up 24 and 7. Left point to the freshman Opaku. Bascom to Ferweda, and the Rams have crossed the half-hundred mark, and they've cut it to 11.
It was an outstanding backdoor cut there. And we were talking earlier about how Wolf threw a fastball pass that he didn't need to. That needed to be a fastball because there was late closing defense.
Sometimes you got to start with the off speed, and
Every once
sometimes
in a
you got
while-
to throw in a hard country fastball.
Every once in a while, you got to get ahead in the count, you know? Get ahead 0-1, then we can set everything else up.
That's a foul on Thomas. He got a little physical with Gross, and he got busted for it inadvertently. Here's the turnover.
This is what I'm talking about. It gets so tricky in high school basketball, right? You don't have the shot clock. So you're up by double digits, 5 minutes to go. You're really trying to kill clock, and that makes the offense you run tough because you're running a lot of screens away from the ball. You can easily commit fouls.
That's the fourth foul, Evan, on Thomas for East Lansing. Spin to win. Bascom fire up chips.
Count that baby and a dime.
Cuts the lead to 9 with a chance to get it to 8 with a fancy footwork and a physical finish.
This is what I'm saying, man. East Lansing may win this game, but Rockford has recruited themselves remarkably well. If we get a rematch at the Breslin Center, Rockford is proving that I don't care how much you throw at us, Trojans, we're not going away.
Bascom can't get the and one or the steal. 2-on-1 developing. Torbert to the hole. He's fouled. And he'll go back to the line, but East Lansing getting quick transition opportunities. This is where they can thrive.
Yeah, they kind of got lucky here. This should have been a turnover. They got lucky that bounced right to KJ at midcourt, and he's just a bull in a china shop when you give him room. So he'll get to the line, but East Lansing was careless there, and it almost was a disaster.
His head coach, Ray Mitchell, attributes his father to his championship attitude. His father, Kelvin, as you take a look at the Division I BCAM top 10, and East Lansing #1, Rockford #2. There's no doubt about that. And then the others, Wayne Memorial in this tournament, along with East Kentwood, who picked up a win, and Muskegon there at #10, who also got a victory. West side of the state leads it 2-1 over the east side. Left wing, Wolf 3, Splash City, and some words for KJ Torbert after he stuck it.
We said it earlier tonight. Eli Wolf's the X factor. How about 19?
3 of 5 from distance. Open look, right wing answer, no. It's long for Torbert, quick outlet, 2-on-1. Wolf kick out to the rookie, 4-3. Splash City, 6-0 run, 4-point game, 4 minutes left.
Buckle up, East Lansing in a bit of trouble.
Thomas down the avenue, and he hushes the crowd with an attack. And East Lansing going right at it.
That's why they're so hard to beat. You've got answers, right? Torbert, Thomas, they can get you a basket when things look tough.
Thomas was 17 to go with 5 dimes. Opaku against Lott. Right wing, Wolf again, no. Bascom with a big boy rebound, and the officials call a tie-up. It'll stay here, but the officials are going to talk about it and keep it a jump ball. It'll stay here, though, although I thought this one could have played on without a quick whistle.
I can see it. I can also see held ball. I'm cool with that call.
Lob into Bascom. Bascom thought about it. Jabs at Thomas. Back to Wolf, who's really feeling it. Attacks 10, puts it up, and will go to the free throw line after he slips in front of Chris Armani Rose.
Think about how Rockford has taken punch after punch tonight, and they're still standing. And think about the guys who are keeping them alive. Eli Wolf, a sophomore, is keeping them alive. But he's kind of a sophomore in name only, as we talked about all league last year as a freshman. And this is where the great league that Rockford plays in is such a benefit. Darn near every OK Red game feels like this.
Wolf has a Central Michigan offer. Started last year as a freshman, playing a big role here tonight as a sophomore. He's got 21, Blackjack. 4-point game, 3:10 left. Glad you're with us. Got to get a classic. Game 4, near turnover, and it is a turnover. Turnover number 13 of the ball game. And here's another look at how it was forced by the Rock defense and the freshman.
This wasn't a great pass. Anthony never caught it clean, and as soon as he started fumbling that ball, he was doomed. Man, this thing is flipped quick.
It was an 11-point lead at one time. Bascom attacks, had it stripped and ripped by Stewart.
Henry Peck was in there too. Charlotte told us that awesome story about Henry. Went from that terrible accident to back on the floor. And look at him now. Biggest high school game of the year, and he's making plays. Good for him.
He's their defensive stopper. A lot of toughness and experience there. You need it when you lose 8 seniors. Thomas, one of those returners. His shot blocked by Ferweda. Bascom on the run. Bascom spins, twirls, down low deep to Wolf for the lay-in. 2-point game, 2:22 to go. Deuces are wild in East Kentwood. Timeout, Ray Mitchell. We'll take it with them. The Rams are alive and well at the Gotta Get It Classic, and they're rocking the crowd here to the south. The Trojans of East Lansing on some kind of run, 33 straight for Ray Mitchell's boys. And 1,100 students. Division I, 28-1 last year. Only loss was on the 21st of December to Muskegon. And this is a school that last won a title in '58 and did not win a title until this past year. And how about it? What a run by East Lansing.
Trying to put away Rockford. Rams showing the heart of a champ tonight. Trying to stand up for the west side of the state.
Topside Stewart, handoff topside for Torbert. 2-point game, 2 minutes left. So many options for the Trojans. Lot against Wolf.
I think they're being too passive here. I get it, no shot clock, you've got the lead. You got to play like there is a shot clock. You got to play like you need a bucket, man. They're clearing out for KJ Torbert. I like this.
90 seconds left for Wada. Open Peck, corner three, rim out, no. Rebound Bascom. One possession game. Rockford ramming their way to the hole. Layup good! That's Bascom Josh, and we're tied at 65. 70 seconds left.
11-point East Lansing lead, gone. Wow.
Torbert, reach in. Ball loose, foul. It's a reach-in by the freshman Opaku with 1 minute and 1 second left in this tie game. It was once a double-digit Trojan lead.
Josh Bascom has been in foul trouble tonight, hasn't been able to play a ton. Love that drive. And this is a tough sequence, but that's the right call. I get Jace's frustration, but that's the right call.
Timeout on the floor. 61 seconds left. Number one versus number two is all it's cracked up to be. The Rams are coming off a win on Tuesday night. They knocked off Byron Center. They have wins over Brother Rice, over Ferndale, over GRCC, and a 6-point game. That was really their closest so far this year. They've got a tough stretch, Evan. East Kentwood next week, Hudsonville next week, and then Granville. They're in the gauntlet right now, but they're in the midst of a comeback against the defending champions who have won 33 in a row. How do the Rams pull this thing out?
Well, they pull it off by continuing to have the calm and resolve that they've showed here, right? They've never gotten rattled, and that's the thing that so many teams struggle when they play East Lansing, because they have so many of these plays that it's 2 points and it feels like 20 because they've got alley-oop dunks and steals and all those sorts of things. Rockford's resolve has been remarkable to watch. And on a day filled with remarkable talent, you got Brother Rice winning that first game, Muskegon controlling the second, and East Kentwood looking impressive on home floor in the third. We thought this would be the best game of the day, and this has got to be the best game in the state all year long. This has been exceptional.
We appreciate all 1,000 viewers on. If you could subscribe to our YouTube page, we appreciate it. Game 4, the Gotta Get It Classic. And we're glad you're with us. East Lansing basketball. They had a 9-point lead entering the fourth. Pass is tipped and stolen away. High hands by Dylan Gross at 5'10", forced it, and the freshman Opaku ripped it away. Opaku. Back to Bascom. Banker, good! Josh Bascom has given the Rams a 2-point lead and the 33-game win streak in jeopardy. Timeout, Ray Mitchell. 33 seconds left. Bascom wasting no time, exploding to the hole. A lot of folks wanted to travel, Evan, but they let it ride.
Yep.
And the Rams are up 2.
The best part about that was, maybe it was a travel, maybe it wasn't. The best part is Josh Bascom hasn't gotten to play a lot tonight because he's been in foul trouble. But this is a guy who's a really talented sophomore. This is a guy who the Rockford coaching staff said is the heart and soul of our team. That guy's been sitting his butt on the bench because he's had to most of the game. But with the game on the line, he got the ball, he drove to the hole, and he scored. And now an East Lansing team that's a defending state champion, an East Lansing team that hasn't lost in well over a year, there's pressure. This is a moment they can grow from, win or lose. Both these coaches, Chad said, of course we want to win this game. But whoever wins this game, people are going to freak out one way or the other. These two teams could play again in the state championship game a couple of days before St. Patrick's Day. This is an amazing growth moment for both of these teams. And just like we've learned so much about Rockford, we're about to learn a lot about East Lansing's resolve. They are darn near knocked out on the mat. Can they get back up one more time?
Led by KJ Torbert's 29 points. The Mr. Basketball candidate has battled Jake Bascom on the other side, the Mr. Basketball candidate for the Rams, who's got 16 and 10. It's in the hands of KJ Torbert with 24 seconds left and his team down 2. 33-game win streak on the line. KJ attacks high up in the air, and the floater goes for KJ Torbert, who has 31, and we're tied at 67. Wolf with a basketball against Torbert. Physical steal. Torbert picks it up, reverse short, and that's how we end. Torbert had the steal and a chance to win it, and it might have been blocked. So good, why stop now? How about a little free basketball in the Gotta Get It Classic?
KJ Torbert's a killer. If he didn't think he was a killer, he just proved it. He gets the bucket on one end to tie the game, and then Rockford offensively was totally confused. They were lost, and KJ Torbert almost sent them to a loss. We just said we're going to learn about East Lansing and their mettle. KJ Torbert is an assassin. He nearly just won him the game single-handedly. This game's so good we can't stop now.
Timeout in East Kentwood. Fittingly enough, 1 and 2 are going to extra time. We're coming back right after this to the Gotta Get It Classic for the final frame, perhaps.
Gotta Get It is a nonprofit organization that prioritizes education, creativity, and physical and mental health. We aim to cultivate resilience in youth and young adults so that they are equipped to be the change we need in our communities. We facilitate programs and coordinate projects that provide opportunities for young people to explore their interests, learn useful skills, cultivate social capital, and develop leadership skills in accordance with our mission to create a sense of urgency to accomplish unforeseen goals without making any excuses.
We are the Prep. Thanks for watching. Over 1,000 watching live now. Follow us and subscribe on our YouTube page. It's free. Also, get at us if you want to broadcast, want to sponsor. info@theprepsports.com. Chad Bush, Evan Stockton back with you. Charlotte Turbrock standing by. But Evan, let's talk about the Rams and their run in the fourth, 22-13 to get this to overtime.
We've learned so much about both these teams, and we said whoever wins, it's not the end-all be-all, right? These two teams could play for a state championship again at the Breslin Center in a couple of months, but I've learned with Rockford, this team has got the heart of a champion. They're not going to quit. In East Lansing, same deal. they were punched into the corner. It kind of looked like this game was over. But KJ Torbert gets the bucket and then almost gets another one to send us into overtime. This is a remarkable high level of the highest order high school basketball game.
Rockford will cross the timeline first, and they'll do it with their rookie, Opaku. Wolf, one of the main characters tonight, 23 points for the Central Michigan offered 10th grader. Rockford was down in this game by 11 and come howling back with a guy named Wolf and Bascom, but that one is won out by Stewart in a tough rebound. "53% from the floor are the Rams in this game. 64% in this game are the Trojans, who have done some damage from distance, 7 of 16. Torbert, the story, 31 to lead the building. Floater game, fabulous. KJ Torbert torturing his opponent once again. He's got 33 for the Trojans, who scratched the surface first in OT. For Wada, cross court to Bascom, hot potato to Wolf. The show and go, and he lost it. Stolen by Stewart. Torbert toying with his food. Step through, lay in, good. Torbert with 35. And the Trojans score the first 4 in OT.
Dude's a cold-blooded killer. He's outstanding. And what have you learned so far in overtime? You don't want to be mean to Rockford, but on that prior offensive possession, Eli Wolf has an open three. He didn't shoot. He dribbled in, lost the ball. So KJ Torbert's got it. Get out of the way. I am scoring the rock. You are learning in a moment like this, East Lansing has someone who will win you a game, and right now, Rockford has not proven that they have that guy down the stretch tonight.
Evan, when you look at close games this year and what these teams have done to prepare for overtime and for close games, what do you see on both sides of the resume?
Well, Rockford's already won a game like this. They beat Brother Rice in double overtime a couple of days before Christmas Eve. Dylan Gross made the game winner. Biggest shot of the Michigan high school basketball season so far, arguably. As for East Lansing, they took down Brother Rice by 20 plus. They beat Roseville by 3. Their closest game is they beat Detroit King in a 1-point game back on December 13th. But again, this is East Lansing team that in their conference in the Capital Region, they kind of run things. Rockford plays games like this all the time in the OK Red, which may be the best conference in Michigan high school basketball. Catholic League's got something to say, but OK Red is right up there. You're learning when pushed. East Lansing will push you back.
No doubt. Ray Mitchell saying and complimenting Rockford, saying, look, it's a program. They've been playing together for a long time. They're a well-coached team, and a lot of these kids know each other from playing through the grade school ranks. He said they're well-connected, and it's a community that really rallies behind them. High praise for Rockford, who he called the best transition team in the state. No transition here, but the Central Michigan commit Bascom draws the foul and gets back to the line. Already a double-double in his bag.
We've seen multiple examples tonight of how well coached Rockford is. They've called smart timeouts, and here, as we're saying, KJ Torbert's kind of taken over the game. So what does Rockford do? They call a correct set. They get it down low to their Mr. Basketball candidate, Jake Bascom, and get a chance to get 2 right back. I love the coaching that Rockford has done tonight.
The coaching has been done by Kyle Clough in his 10th year. 31-3. He has Rockford the last 2 years. Meanwhile, East Lansing's Ray Mitchell has his team 38-1 the last 2 years. These teams are not used to losing. Somebody's got to lose tonight. 2-point Trojan lead. Lott on the far sideline against Gross. It's been a much more effective 3-point shooting night for the Trojans, but Torbert wants to attack. In and out and back through for Torbert, who has 37 of the 73 EL points, and he doubles the lead to 4.
He scored so many points, I've run out of room on my spotting board. I keep having to write in numbers.
Wolf back to Bascom, the 5 spot for 3, no. The fight alive, and Rockford gets another possession and will stay here. Ball out of bounds, baseline left, with the Rams trailing by 4, 90 seconds left.
KJ Torbert has put his team on his back. And you watch this at every level of basketball. I don't care if you're playing Pee Wee or you're playing in the NBA. You can win games when you've got a guy like Torbert, when you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham, when you've got somebody who is just going to get you a basket or 3 or 5 when you need it. And every single time tonight, East Lansing has needed a basket. KJ Torbert has said, give me the ball, please get out of the way. I am going to put this ball through the hoop. He's done it every time.
Yep. We'll see what they do out of this timeout. Clough and Ray Mitchell. Again, both teams have had some close games this year. But Rockford has had the double overtime battle that went their way against Brother Rice, and the 1-point win over King for East Lansing. Rockford down 4 with it, as East Lansing, who holds teams to just 51 points a game, giving up the most points they've given up this year. Bascom, one of the reasons. So is that man, Eli Wolf. That's no good. And a foul over the back that's going to go on Rockford. Going to go on the freshman, Opaku. Sorry, Evan.
This is the same shot Eli Wolf had 2 minutes ago that he didn't shoot. I like that he shot it, but it did feel a wee bit rushed, and there was a late contest in there.
Just a second on Opaku. Right sideline, Thomas. East Lansing in no hurry. They're up 4 with 70 seconds to go. Free throws on the night, 6 of 10 are the Trojans. There has been some vulnerability there. But Thomas and the Trojans well tested and very confident with this streak they're amongst. There's a hold and a foul, and that will send the Trojans to the line. Torbert to add to his 37-point tally and try to blow this lead up to 2 full possessions.
I was about to say, Rockford's got a foul. That's just not the guy you want to foul. Literally anybody else. Just don't foul 2. And they got in a bad spot and had to foul him.
Yeah, Torbert, 4 of 5 from the stripe. Knocks it home. Big free throws coming. You look for Rockford. Look, from downtown, this has not been their best effort. It's a solid 3-point shooting team, but just 6 of 21, 29%. Who are you looking for? And do you have to hunt a 3 right away?
No, it just has to be quick. If you're going to get a 2, that's fine. You got to get it by 40 seconds. They got to go. They're taking too much time here.
6-point lead. Rockford and Wolf high on the left. Back to Opaku.
Way too much time.
Long corner left, Baskin backing his way in. Hook shot good. It's down to 4. But as Evan told you, it took a lot of time. Now a timeout. We'll take it with them. 4-point lead. Trojans with it when we come back. This game's still far from over. Don't go anywhere. The store is set up. He's got the order. And he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Out of the Rockford huddle come the Rams. 9-0 on the year. Beat Muskegon for district title last year before falling in the regional semis to Carman Ainsworth. They were 22-3. Meanwhile, East Lansing last year, 38-1. They have not lost a game since December the 21st of 2025 when they lost to Muskegon. Ironically, the last team that the Rams beat last year. What has to happen now for this East Lansing team to secure this win and run out this clock?
Just get the ball to 2 and get out of the way. If you're Rockford, anybody else beats you.
There's,
my goodness.
Bascom stole it but saved it back. And now Thomas down the runway with a one-handed axe hammer. Ball out of bounds off the toe of Wolf. And East Lansing might have closed it out with this great defensive play that got the open dunk for Thomas. They'll try to get that play again. This time he sets up Stewart, who can't get the slam. Instead, he gets the and one. Counted as a foul. And the Trojans move it up to a 8-point lead.
Remarkable. If anyone had any doubt of this year's version of East Lansing having championship medal, these guys were down by 2 with 20 seconds left. They saw an 11-point fourth quarter lead wither away into the snowy winter air tonight. But KJ Torbert got them to the finish line. This is the type of win that proved to everybody in the state, if they didn't believe it before, East Lansing's the team to beat.
You bet. There's a block, 3 attempts. KJ Torbert, and he'll get a chance. They'll wave it off. Of course it fell through.
Just count it. I mean, come on. Oh my God, of course that shot went in. Are you kidding me?
Hit the top of the stanchion and fell through. Look at Torbert. They will wave it off, but my goodness, what a play for KJ.
I am glad he's getting to the line. This guy deserves a 40-burger. I mean, he could try that shot like 50 times and it would never go in. I mean, that's crazy.
That's awesome. He'll try for points 40 and 41 right now. 6.5 seconds left. It's been an overtime. 40 points. No, he won't get there now.
Yeah, shout out to the guy who has just decided to come up to our broadcast table, interrupt the broadcast live, and ask, quote, did KJ get 40? Not yet, you're jinxing him. Don't say anything yet, sir. Where's our security? We got people barging up here, my goodness.
Pat the stat not doing his job.
We don't pay him enough.
One more for Torbert. Everybody thought he was only getting 1 for some reason. Fans are leaving, and they got all their money's worth tonight, even if they just saw this game. Torbert can't get to 40. The ultimate jinx behind us, you can thank. Bascom at the horn, and they won't count it. 9-point win for the Trojans of East Lansing, who win for the 34th time in a row and run their record the last 2 years to 39-1 behind Torbert's 39 points.
That is a heck of a game. And if we get to see that again in the Breslin Center in a couple of months, I'm not complaining. I want to see it. But we learned tonight 2 things. Rockford's a really good team. They're battle tested and they'll grow from this. But if you come at the king, you can't miss. And Rockford had it. They were up by 2 and they needed 1 stop. But KJ Torbert kept it alive. KJ Torbert got the win. And if he didn't lock up Mr. Basketball tonight, I don't know what more he has to do. That was sensational.
East Lansing continues their run against the Rams. Win it by 9. We'll come back and have our G of the game. No surprise in this one. We'll have them for you next live with Charlotte Turbrock. Back with more on the Gotta Get It Classic right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
My time to shine. He took over. Got it. Splash. And back. We'll put some paws on it. So we were having a lot of fun, pitching it off to each other. Dunks were happening, just a good time.
Well, the Gotta Get It Classic has finished, and in grand fashion, number 1 against number 2. Number 1 holds on, and East Lansing's MVP is in the middle of the huddle with Charlotte Turbrock, our G of the game.
Thanks, Chad. I am here with KJ Torbert, our G of the game, sponsored by G Brand USA and the GGI Classic MVP. You had 39 points. Huge stage, huge crowd, 5 assists also, Mr. Basketball candidate for this season. How do you feel about today's performance?
You know, we just had to come out with more energy, you know, because, you know, best team in it's 1 versus 2, so we had to show them we had to show them who number 1 really.
Very close in the first half, a lot of back and forth, very fast pace. What was the message from coach to get it done here today?
We just had to get back. We just really had to we just had to get back in our transition defense. We were like kind of slacking getting back, so that's what we had to adjust.
And what do you want the fans to know about this East Lansing basketball team?
I want them to know that we still number 1 in the state. Hey, we're coming for it all.
Yes, sir. All right, back to you guys. Thank you.
They're coming, and they showed it, not just with the words, but with some actions led by their leader, KJ Torbert, the Bowling Green commit. And he did what stars do, Evan, put up 39 in this game, 5 assists, 3 steals, did it all. And you can see why this is the alpha of the MHSAA in Division I still. It's East Lansing's league and state title to win.
I think what was so fun about watching and listening to that interview was you watch KJ Torbert down the stretch of that game, right? And he's making plays, he's flexing on everybody. And then after the game, it looked like he was so tired he wasn't quite sure what he wanted to say. And then he's just much more mild-mannered. But that's what's cool about players like that is they can kind of be Clark Kent off the floor, and then they can turn into Superman on the floor. And KJ did tonight, and they needed every bit of it because, like we said, people are going to freak out one way or the other who wins this game. But these two teams could play for a state championship again in a couple of months, and Rockford had this game. What a remarkable effort by them. Down 11 in the second half to take the lead. Are you kidding me? Nothing should be taken away from Rockford tonight. We just learned that East Lansing still has that heart of a champion, and KJ Torbert is the best basketball player at the high school level in the state of Michigan.
No doubt. The Trojans had a 13-point lead in this game with 6:20 to go in the fourth when the Rams went on a run and would tie this thing up. The Rams had just a brief lead in this game at 3-0, just 50 seconds in, and then it was East Lansing's lead until it was tied up to go to the final frame, and then the 13-4 run, led by Torbert in his 39 points in overtime, gets East Lansing over the hump. Look, it was not just Torbert alone. Yes, gaudy numbers, but how about Kingston Thomas in this game? 19 points. 5 assists, and then DQ Stewart with 15 points as well. And it was a battle-tested Ram club as well that had 2 20-plus point scorers in Eli Wolf and Jacob Bascom.
How about Eli Wolf tonight? Shout out to the sophomore, 9 of 16, 23 points. Again, Rockford loses this game, but they're going to learn so much from this. And what are they going to learn if they play East Lansing again? You're on them, stay on them, because all of a sudden they can flip it. KJ was the star tonight for East Lansing, but they got a ton of options, Chad, as you said. Sign me up for a rematch in March, man. That was about as high level a high school basketball game as you'll get to watch on a day filled with talent. We thought that would be the best game of the day, and it was. That's the game of the year so far, high school basketball.
A lot of fun. Glad you were with us. Thanks for watching. Thanks for making the trip over. Special thanks to Reggie Butler as well. And special thanks to Charlotte Turbrock. My name is Chad Bush. Our production crew for this broadcast today, hardworking and talented. Pat the Stat on statistics along with Austin Sonnenberg. Alex Westfall, your executive producer. Evan Westfall on replay. Rob Hunter on audio and on graphics. Sam Fisher on a camera. Kyle Buchanan on camera 2. And Chris Armani Rose on camera 3. For Charlotte Turbrock on the sidelines, Reggie Butler on color commentary, and the man to my left, Evan Stockton, on both color commentary and play-by-play. My name is Chad Bush, saying so long from the Gotta Get It Classic. Special thanks to Mike Thomas and the home of the Falcons, East Kentwood. Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. So long.